Welcome to Moments with Marianne. This is your host, Marianne Pastana. And we're here today with special guest, Dr. Stephanie Redmond, who's here to share with us her products, GLP-Wonder and Bye-Bye Weekend. So did you know there's a natural way to support your body's own GLP-1 production? Well, today's guest is here to share with us just that. So Dr. Stephanie Redmond is a nationally recognized expert in optimizing health through natural ingredients and lifestyle changes. As the founder of the medication therapy management practice at Ridgeview Clinics in Minnesota, she specializes in endocrinology and hormone disorders, often recommending the very herbs, vitamins, and minerals now found in her supplements. Dr. Stephanie is a respected national speaker, consultant, and published author with contributions to prestigious organizations like the American Association for Diabetes Educators and the American Pharmacists Association. Her expertise has been featured in Forbes, Business Insider, and national news segments. Additionally, she has served as adjunct guest faculty at the University of Minnesota and as a community board member for the American Diabetes Association. So welcome to the show, Dr. Stephanie Redmond.
Thank you so much for having me, Marianne. I'm excited to talk with you.
Oh my goodness, what an honor it is to have you here and to talk about not just the work you do, but my goodness, you have such an extensive background. Can you share with us? I know there's been so much buzz around GLP-1 medications like Ozempic and things like that. Can you break down what GLP-1 is and why it's such a hot topic in health and wellness?
Yeah, absolutely. I absolutely think that every headline I'm seeing, at least even in my medical news, let alone on TV and on the radio, you're just seeing GLP-1 hormone everywhere. And I think that's because this has been, really a breakthrough target for weight loss. And the weight loss industry has had a lot of ups and downs. We've seen fen-phen, we've seen a lot of medications that weren't safe due to cardiac side effects. We've seen a lot of things that haven't worked. And so everyone is really excited about the effectiveness and the safety that we're seeing with GLP-1 medications. And I think it's important for your listeners to understand, what does GLP-1 do? How does it work to help you with your appetite and weight loss? Well, when you eat food, when everyone eats food, not just me, when or you, but when everyone eats food, as you chew the food, as the food moves through your gut into your digestive tract, that actually naturally triggers your intestinal cells, literally the cells in the lining of your intestine, make this GLP-1 hormone. So it's a hormone made in your gut. And the job of that hormone is it tells your brain you're fuller quicker and you're fuller longer. And part of that fuller longer mechanism is that it slows how food moves through your stomach. And so your stomach is actually fuller longer. So it's not only getting the signal through GLP-1 hormone that it's fuller longer, but it's sensing that at the level of the stomach. Now, a quick note too is that GLP-1 as a target has been very effective for blood sugar management and diabetes care, right? That's because GLP-1 also plays a role in regulating insulin health. So it helps increase insulin production and the sensitivity of your cells to insulin to help shuttle blood sugar out of your blood into your cells for energy and just making sure that that sugar isn't stuck in your blood. So it's been very effective to give your body medications that essentially is high amounts of synthetic GLP-1 hormone, like much, much higher than your body would normally make to saturate those GLP-1 receptors, suppress your appetite, regulate blood sugars, give you that fullness feeling from meals so that you're eating less and helping you to lose weight.
That has to be the best breakdown of GLP-1 I have ever heard. Can you share with us how GLP-Wonder works as well?
Yeah, so like I said, the medications are giving you very high amounts of this synthetic GLP-1 hormone. And I think that's great, right? In our diabetic patient population, we see that people actually can't make as much GLP-1 hormone as they used to, or their GLP-1 hormone doesn't work as well as it used to. So there's this level of resistance. Now, GLP Wonder, the natural supplement that I've formulated and recently launched that we're so excited about from Dr. Stephanie's. This is not a medication. It is not giving you, higher than normal amounts of GLP-1. It is a dietary supplement with ingredients in it that actually help increase your own production and your own levels of GLP-1. And it does that by helping those intestinal cells make more GLP-1, but it also does that by preventing the breakdown of your body's natural GLP-1. So it's a very gentle, natural way to still get some of the GLP-1 benefits. I would not call it like nature's Ozempic or something like, this is like a medication, but it's a gentle way to experience still some of the GLP-1 benefits and have that reduction in appetite, have that fullness feeling and satisfied feeling from your meals without needing having side effects, right? Because these are natural ingredients that are just boosting your own GLP-1 levels.
I think that's such a big deal because it's almost like every day we're hearing about a different side effect from Ozempic, and some of
Yes.
these are very dangerous.
Yes. Yeah, I think, it's hard because media, also we're like always talking about the scary sides of it. But I think it's very, very common that many people are experiencing stomach upset. I think the statistics say 65 to 70% of people on a GLP-1 medication will have some level of GI distress, whether that's indigestion, nausea, constipation, or the other way, diarrhea, because again, it's affecting your gut and digestive health. And it can take some time to get used to that. And some people never really get used to it. And so I think certainly if it's, GLP-1 therapy is intolerable to you, or maybe you're not a candidate for GLP-1 therapy and you're looking for something natural to support that GLP-1 boost, GLP Wonder is just such a great alternative.
Well, I know you've already shared so much about GLP Wonder with us. So, how does this also help with people who are struggling with cravings and overeating?
Yes. So, like I said, the GLP-1 is slowing how food is moving through your gut. So, just from a physiological perspective, you're going to get that fullness feeling. But also, GLP-1 travels to your brain. It can cross the blood-brain barrier, and there it can actually hit GLP-1 receptors in the brain to suppress those cravings. And what's interesting, Marianne, is that it can help suppress cravings specifically for things that are not so good for us, right? Like sugar, carbs. And why that is because sugary foods, carbs, all of the additives that we have in our food today cause a bigger surge in dopamine, which is why they're addictive. It's like you eat a little bit of sugar, you get this surge in dopamine, and then you want more sugar because you're kind of always chasing that sugar high and your blood sugars are going up and down. And so you become relatively hypoglycemic and then hungry again. Your insulin's bouncing around. But that dopamine surge can actually be healthily regulated with GLP-1 hormone to um, almost really like strategically suppress those cravings.
Wow, that's so just what a great thing to do to have something that's natural that you can use. Now, does our GLP-1 decline over time?
It does. So I mentioned, in diabetes, right? We see that levels decline, but that also can happen naturally as we age. And that's compounded with our lifestyle today. I mentioned food additives. I think the food, unfortunately, we eat today, the environment that we're exposed to has a lot of toxic chemicals. There's microplastics. There's things that cause a lot of inflammation in our gut and disruption in that microbiome. And that is leading to a disruption in GLP-1 release and in GLP-1 resistance, causing really just dysregulation. And so I think that's why we're seeing such robust results with, supplementing with a boost in GLP-1. is because it's out of balance.
Well, on that note, we're going to pause here for a quick break. We've been speaking with Dr. Stephanie Redmond in regards to GLP-Wonder and Bye-Bye Weekend. You've been listening to Moments with Marianne. We'll be right back after these messages from our sponsors.
Are you an author, speaker, or expert who is looking for more publicity? Visit radioguestlist.com and sign up for free interview requests from shows looking for guests. Radio Guest List is the #1 free booking resource for radio, podcasts, and TV talk shows who are looking for experts like you right now. Visit radioguestlist.com and sign up today to get the visibility you deserve.
There comes a moment when you realize you're somewhere special. When you discover that each beautiful creature that you see has been rescued from a life of absolute horror and brought to this incredibly free place. Here's where their lives were forever changed and where yours will as well. Discover over 500 tigers, bears, and lions at the brand new visitor center at the Wild Animal Sanctuary just outside Denver. For more information, visit wildanimalsanctuary.org. Discover true freedom at the Wild Animal Sanctuary.
It's one thing to become attached to your perfect home, but what do you do when that home becomes attached to you? A family in dire need of a fresh start, a mysterious house tied to the past. Buried deep within the foundation of the old Far Hill Manor lies a centuries-old secret. Dark forces or something stronger just waiting to be discovered. Caretaker, a supernatural thriller by breakout authors R.J. Halpert.
Internationally recognized and award-winning author Judy Goodman works and teaches outside the box of limited thinking. Working with people from every walk of life, her goal is to empower you to be the best you can be, no matter what the challenge is. Born with the gift of seeing beyond our normal vision, she has an extraordinary gift of working with every challenge. Teaching beyond conventional wisdom, her work is described as life-changing. Visit judygoodman.com. That's judygoodman.com.
I'd like to thank Jason Eastwood at Guitarfulness for sharing his inspiring music and talent with us. His music is known worldwide for cultivating atmospheres of harmony, inner peace, and clarity. Visit Jason's website at guitarfulness.com. Join his newsletter, be part of his community, and download his music. Welcome back to Moments with Marianne. We're here today with special guest, Dr. Stephanie Redmond, who's here sharing with us GLP-Wonder and Bye-Bye Weekend. So we know that GLP-1 is used for weight loss. How is it with overall health?
It's very interesting. So, what we're seeing with GLP-1 as a hormone is that it's not only playing a huge role in weight loss and in blood sugar support, but that's extending into a lot of other organs. And I will say, as far as GLP-1 medications, I think it's important to separate like medications versus a natural supplement. But the medications, it's very interesting. These are now approved for lowering your risk of having a heart attack, stroke, heart event, or dying of a heart event. So very beneficial for your heart. So your heart doesn't have to work as hard. We're also, I just saw in my email, literally in the last few days, we're seeing approvals for kidney function. It's really healthy to support healthy kidney function and reduced kidney incidence of kidney disease. And so what I think that's showing us is that GLP-1 hormone is playing a bigger role in overall metabolic health. We think about metabolic health being like 5 things, right? We look at our blood sugar, blood pressure, cholesterol. We look at, do we need a blood thinner? Are you supposed to be on an aspirin? And so it really all plays together nicely. And GLP-1 seems to have a beneficial effect on all of those different things. And now we're also seeing it being studied in for Alzheimer's therapy. So I think it's really becoming obvious all of the broad indication and benefits that GLP-1 has beyond what we originally thought. So very, very exciting. And I will just say one more thing about that, that our understanding of that is because inflammation is the carrier of all bad things, right? And that inflammation is what's causing this cascade of disease and comorbidities in our metabolic health. And so, if we can help really control that inflammation, which is seemingly what GLP-1 has effectively done by helping with blood sugars, by helping with excess weight and introducing all of the inflammatory foods into our bodies, that's cascading into overall general metabolic health.
I'd love to hear how just involved you were in developing the GLP Wonder, because I think it really sets it apart from other formulations or other supplements that are on the market.
Yeah, I think it is unique. I love that you brought that up because most dietary supplements out there are developed by ingredients and putting them on the label to make the label look good and pushing them out on TikTok or whatever they do, which I personally handpick all of our ingredients. Every ingredient is backed by clinical research studies. And very importantly, every dose is backed by clinical research studies. And then we continue to third party test them. So we test the raw ingredients, we test the materials as they're blended and encapsulated, and then we test the final product to make sure that everything is safe and that you're getting the amount of the ingredient that we say that you're getting. I think I was just watching a video saying that like all of the supplements people get on Amazon when they test them, half of them aren't even they don't even have the ingredients that they say they do. So I think it's very important that when you look at our products, and GLP Wonder is included in this, you have a doctor of pharmacy who specializes in hormone health, who specializes in formulation of natural products, going through the research, handpicking these ingredients to bring them to life in a blend for people to easily take. Specifically as it relates to GLP Wonder, the hero ingredient in this is called areocitrin, and it comes from a lemon peel, actually. And it's a high potency bioflavonoid. So they standardized out the areocitrin to 70%. And what this does is this shows at 70% areocitrin, the studies show it can increase your baseline level and boost of GLP-1 by anywhere from 17 to 20%.
Oh, wow. That's a game changer.
Yeah.
Well, it's nice to know that there's just a product like this out there. I mean, GLP Wonder really is helping people that are having a tough time with taking a GLP-1. I mean, those things can be pretty harsh.
Yes, I think it's been an overwhelmingly positive response from people. And I think the key is, this is not a substitute for a medication, right? Like if you're looking for Ozempic, like this is not just going to give you the same effects as Ozempic. But on the flip side, that's very beneficial too, because you're getting gentle benefits with a reduction in appetite, but you're not having it crush your appetite. You're not eating anything, right? You're getting some support, but you're not having to battle through side effects.
I'd love to talk about some of your other products that you have because, with your unique background, you really bring such great wisdom to this field. And I hear that you have something called Bye Bye Carbs, and I'd love to hear about that.
Oh, I'm so happy you asked. So I call it our sister company just because it doesn't look like our traditional Dr. Stephanie's product. But Bye Bye Carbs is a drink mix I formulated. So GLP Wonder is a capsule that you take once a day, whereas Bye Bye Carbs is a really fun, on the go, delicious drink mix. You can add it to any water bottle. And this has different ingredients than GLP Wonder. So there's two things to talk about with regard to how Bye Bye Carbs is going to also help boost GLP-1 in the short term. So this is something that you could drink within an hour before eating a meal, and you're going to get that short-term boost in GLP-1 to help you eat less during that meal. There's glutamine in here, which glutamine, when you drink it, again, goes into the intestinal cells, tells them to make more GLP-1, and boom, you get a boost in GLP-1. But there's also probiotics, prebiotic inulin fiber, and postbiotics in the form of beta-glucan, which these can help alter your gut microbiome if you drink this regularly to favor GLP-1 production. So you're really getting a more healthy microbiome that's making more butyrate, which is the substrate that then triggers that GLP-1 production. However, this also has a carb blocker. So Bye-Bye Carbs has white kidney bean. So if you drink this before you eat, it's not only going to help you eat less, but the white kidney bean is going to help block the absorption of some of the carbohydrates, the starchy carbohydrates from that food, to negate the carbs and calories from coming in. So you're getting less calories coming in and you're getting less negative effects from carbs and sugar.
Oh, I love that. I already have that in my shopping cart. I'm buying that right now.
Yes, and it's delicious. It's strawberry kiwi, so it's like you're so hungry, you're about to overindulge in a meal. Like, have a Bye-Bye Carb, and it'll really give you that instant satisfaction.
Well, can you share with us the Bye-Bye Weekend as well?
Yeah, Bye-Bye Weekend is really designed for, gosh, the mature adult, right? Like, I love to use myself as an example, Marianne, but it's like I work so hard all week to eat healthy, eat low carb, eat low sugar. I do my workout regimen. I get to bed on time, like all the good things, right? But then on the weekend, I love to be able to have some flexibility with my diet. Maybe I am having a couple of glasses of wine, maybe not. Maybe I'm just having a cookie party with my kids or having some extra pizza out of my routine, right? And what that does is, whether it's alcohol, sugar, greasy foods, that causes an irritation and therefore inflammation of the lining of your gut and liver. And so what Bye-Bye Weekend does is, say the next morning you're feeling a little foggy from all the stuff you had, you can drink a Bye-Bye Weekend and it's going to really help with that irritation of your gut. It's going to help you detox, recover, replenish, and hydrate to help you bounce back quicker.
Well, my goodness, you have so many just really fascinating and I think they're so just wonderful products that people can use and start using today. Where can our listeners go to learn more about you and the products you have, Dr. Stephanie, and be part of your community?
Yes, I would love everyone to visit our website at drstephanies.com. It's drstephanies.com. I would love to also, Marianne, offer a discount code for your listeners.
That's
If they,
wonderful. Yeah.
yeah, if they want 25% off, enter the code radio25 and you'll get 25% off your purchase at drstephanies.com. And if you're looking for some Bye-Bye Weekend or Bye-Bye Carbs, our website is byebuyeweekend.com, but you can find GLP-Wonder is actually in stores right now at Walmart, and pretty soon we'll be launching in stores at CVS. So if you go to our website and subscribe to our newsletter, I'll make sure that you are up to date on all of our fun announcements.
Well, Dr. Stephanie, thank you so much for taking the time to be on the show with us here today.
Thank you so much for having me. It was a pleasure.
Well, thank you, Dr. Stephanie. It has been such an honor to spend this time with you and to talk about GLP-Wonder and Bye-Bye Weekend. Make sure to visit Dr. Stephanie's website at drstephanies.com and byebuyeweekend.com to learn more about the products we talked about today. Well, we're at the end of our time today. I'd like to thank everyone for tuning in. You've been listening to Moments with Marianne, where we make every moment count.
In a single moment, your life can change. Moments with Marianne is a transformative hour that covers an endless array of topics with the best of the best. Her guests are leaders in their fields, ranging from inspirational authors, top industry leaders, and business and spiritual entrepreneurs. Each guest is gifted and a true visionary, a recognized leader in her own work, and while teaching others to develop, refocus, and grow, Marianne will bring the best guest and sometimes a special surprise. Don't miss this. You never know just which moment will change your life forever. Make sure to tune in and visit momentswithmarianne.com for more information.